connected to a manufacturer, which is one path below. However, below does not mean that it is in any way inferior. Everyone on Enderal does what they do best. And who would know better than the gods what exactly that is?
What the fuck? Any of these, don't you want to advance?
In the folly of my youth, I might have thought about it, yes. But then I realized that half of what goes wrong in this world has to do with the desire to advance.
Oh, I can't resist. Fuck it.
I'm
Hold on.
interested in living the righteous path and to contribute to the preservation of my people. That's enough for me, and only the faithful will be granted the eternal paths upon death.
I love these fucking cookies. Alright. There's not very many in here. I'll be done with them here in a minute. Alright, so who are these pathless?
Men or women who have never received the path consecration, or those who have broken their path. Brigands, glimmer dust smugglers, murderers. Well, you know.
Alright, so that's interesting.
Well, I didn't come up with it. Yeah.
Can I trade with them? Let's trade.
Show me what you've got. Maybe I have some things you can use.
He's got ambrosia. I don't have enough money. There's no way. You can barter. I don't know if we could do that in Skyrim. I never did. It was always gold. We're okay right now.
Don't mention it. I wish you a quick recovery and safe roads. Walk blessed. Carbos, do we need the still tomorrow? Or can I clean all the tools?
Blazes, Finn, I'm playing. Don't bother me.
I guess that means no.
When you drink, you get that liquid courage? I don't really question myself when I'm stoned. I think more.
By the righteous path? What happened to you? You look as if you've met the Black Guardian himself.
I got a fever.
Fever? Well, there could be many causes. Wait a moment. I think I still have some grunt root.
Grunt
That
root.
should be enough to ease your pain, at least for now. Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Oh, so now we're brewing potions for complete strangers.
Well, if the strangers are about to die of fever, then yes. There was that oath we swore once, remember? To help the afflicted, to...
Whatever.
He's like, whatever.
Thank you.
What are you gonna do?
Take a seat at the fire. The warmth might help you.
Completed, sit down by the fire.
Scruntrudes. Ah, here we go. So, let's see. Sheer cap, some water.
Has he got this made yet?
Done.
I'm trying not to talk through while they're talking.
Finn, the still.
What the fuck?
Do something, damn it! Do something! Oh, sod it.
Do I really have to watch every step you take? That was a fucking close call.
Hey, I'm sorry, alright. We'll pick up a new one in Ark.
See, all gone.
Yeah, and you're paying for it. Here I thought this bloody day couldn't get any worse.
This day isn't getting any better. Here, drink this. It'll help you.
So uncork bottle and drink potion. Yum!
See, you already look a lot better. Still, you should let a priest take a look
Bet
at
this
that
was made in
fever as soon
Canada.
as possible. The grunt root potion will wane in a
Germany,
few days.
right? Where it was made. Hey, what the fuck just happened?
What? You mean the still? Bad quality and too much heat, I'd wager. But, yeah, whatever will be, will be.
See the voices?
Explosion. I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Finn Dalleries. Died in 8234. Cause of death, exploding still.
Ha ha. Look, I really don't know what you're talking about. Maybe...
Wait a second. What was that? I could have sworn I saw something moving over there. Oh shit!
What the? Carbos!
Arrow to the fucking throat!
They've hit me, Finn. Those bastards. They've hit me.
Carbos! Do something, damn it! Do...
Oh shit! So it said we completed whatever that was, and then it jumped to this real quick.
Now would you look at that? Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
A lot of dialogue in the beginning. Where am I? Who are you?
Jaspar Matumiel Delveric. Jaspar for short. And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite. And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary. The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial. And
Those
I've
getting
already
ran,
taken care
bro.
of them. Your fever, though, is an entirely different story.
Alright, do you know anything about my fever?
Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old apothecarius didn't see that, to be honest. You're suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time? While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head?
It does, yes. And this Arcanist fever is responsible for these things I suddenly do, the magic.
Yep, your magical talent has broken free inside you. I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough Arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic. This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves.
That's
You'll
awesome,
lose
actually.
your mind, to speak plain and all.
Can be treated,
Yes,
right?
of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas.
Hey,
Mr. Adam Crave, what is going on, man? Thank you for the host.
but I'm gonna get you high today.
Alright, what about these visions knowledge?
You ain't
Let's
got no
learn about the
job.
fever.
And you ain't got shit to
Among
do.
other things, yes. Just as being magically gifted can make a person powerful, it can also make them sensitive and prone to certain conditions. Just don't overdo it sleeping in ruins or in the wilderness. Instead, set up a camp somewhere. Plus, as you've already said yourself, don't overdo it with potions.
Alright, how can I treat it? With this gun root?
What? No, that won't help you in the long run. What you need is ambrosia, a special mixture of herbs that can remedy the fever without any side effects.
Weapon machine gun?
Every good
Is it any
alchemist has
good?
that in stock.
Enderal so far is good. We're just starting it. What about the visions?
Visions?
Premonitions are the side effects of the fever.
Well, none that I know of. The only visions I ever had were those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. You know what?
You can handle ads, you can handle buffering, but you can't handle buffering ads? Oh,
I
God.
know someone who could. But in
Usually
return,
Twitch and like
I want you to tell
YouTubers
me
got their
everything.
fucking ads perfect.
How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. And that makes me curious. So, healing for information. What do you say?
Alright, I'm gonna tell him what happened.
I'm eager to listen. I understand. My condolences for your loss. So that means you somehow survived this.
Oh, no worries, Mr.
execution.
Grave.
And before you got washed ashore, you had this, this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies
How you
and
been,
a
man?
blinding light.
Yes, see, but yes, wasn't it just a dream? It was more like a memory. The temple I saw, and it was exactly the same as the one in the valley. You know what that means?
I hope so. So your magical outburst didn't happen slowly as it usually does, but all of a sudden after this near-death experience. And with it came these visions.
Correct. That's what I'm telling you.
Interesting. I
How you
no
been,
matter how
Adam?
absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do. So, that means I'll introduce you to my employer. If anyone can help you, it's him. There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand. The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
What's Ark?
Ark? The capital of this country?
Oh.
Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone, rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by the Lord, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth.
Oh, yeah. And blah, 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 blah. The second I started going like, oh, God. Holy shit, that's a big-ass fucking cricket. That's one of the big old black ones. That big. Wow. They eat shit, right? It'll be okay. How have I been, Adam? Good. First week of school for my kid, which has been a lot of fun. He's enjoying it, which means we don't have to deal with him like crying when he goes to school. All right, let's just help the guy.
Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however. Where should I start? I take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right? Civil wars, usurpers everywhere, you name it. And even though Enderal isn't directly affected by these wars going on everywhere, there are strange things happening here too. Take the Woodsers, for example. There have been an unusual number of reports of wanderers being attacked by them in the open, which has never happened before. And the same goes for the lost ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do. The strangest thing, however, is what they call the Red Madness.
You really think that the chaos? What the fuck? There's Red Madness. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
It's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their minds. Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family. He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by setting her family estate on fire for no apparent reason. Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen of them. That and the fact that the possessed's eyes glow red shortly before and during their deed has made people call it the Red Madness. And just 3 days ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
Okay, Muffin. Magister?
Right, you're not from here. A magister is a kind of sage from the Holy Order who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists.
Oh, Slimefield.
Yarrow was his name. A man who had more than 60 women.